Ben Chilwell for 60 million or Sergio Reguilón, or as some people call him, Reggaeton, for 18 million. Let's go. Welcome to the Kavkas, you guys, and today's video we are covering the stats you need to know. Ben Chilwell versus Sergio Reguilón. All the stats you will need to know are going to be in this video. All the latest transfer rumors linking both players to Chelsea in this video. But before we get started with that, let me tell you who Sergio Reguilón is. So gang, Sergio Reguilón is a 23-year-old, one cap for Spain's under-21, plays for Real Madrid but was on loan at Sevilla. Yes, that was a mouthful, but basically, long story short, he's the best left back according to statistics and team of the year in La Liga. We'll have some of that. So, the transfer rumours. ESPN is reporting Chelsea are in advanced talks with Sergio Reguilón and Real Madrid. An 18 million deal is close to being agreed, and that could be our alternative to Ben Chilwell. What do I think about this? I like it. I'm not going to lie to you. Do I know a lot about Sergio Reguilón? No. What I know about Sergio Reguilón is he's a young prospect that played a lot of games for Real Madrid. He's a young prospect that is solid defensively. He's very good at going forward. And he got Team of the Year in La Liga. Is that enough for me to blow the bank on him? No, but it's 18 million. 18 million pounds on a good prospect. I personally think that's better money spent than Ben Chilwell. Let's get into Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. Ben Chilwell is being linked with Chelsea non-stop. There's rumours that Ben Chilwell might even want to put a transfer request in. Ben Chilwell's asking price is ridiculous. Initially, Leicester wanted 80 million, reported 80 million pounds sterling. Now the fee is coming down to 60 million. And this is where I'm thinking, is this worth the money? Hell no. Hell to the no. We do not need this player. 60 million is an absolutely ridiculous, almost didn't get my words, that absolutely ridiculous amount of money for a left back. We don't need a left back that badly to be investing into a mediocre left back for 60 million. As you can see, there is always value in the market abroad. Ben Chilwell's fee is getting enhanced by English premium, young English talent, and most importantly, Premier League to Premier League sale value. That's what's inflating this fee so much. But Real Madrid need the cash, and they need to sell now. So they will sell Sergio Reguilón for that kind of price. 18 million will help them. The issue here is Frank Lampard has his heart set on Ben Chilwell. Frank Lampard is adamant Ben Chilwell is the man that he wants to make his number one priority for left back. Tagliafico, no can do. Alex Telles, I'm not interested in Sonny Boy. And now he wants Ben Chilwell. So we're going to get into the statistics. We're going to look into both players. And at the end of the video, you're going to hit that like button. Or even now, you should hit that like button. Help a brother out. I didn't even do all the customary stuff where like, comment, subscribe. But please make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, make sure you keep watching the videos because it really helps and stay interactive. Let's go. These statistics are basic statistics that everyone needs to know, right? They're going to go from stats you need to know from Who Scored. All these stats come from the Who Scored websites. They're not my own, but we're going to get into it. Modern day fullbacks / wingbacks need to know how to bomb forward. They need to be comfortable and productive these days. So we're looking at the goals and assists. Firstly, the goals for Ben Chilwell. 3 goals for Ben, 2 goals for Sergio. What does that mean? Does it mean that there's a big disparity between them? No, it's 1 goal. Then you look at the assists. Assists, 3 for Ben, 4 for Sergio. As you can see, these numbers are fairly adequate for players that have played over 2,500 minutes basically a piece. Is it great? Yeah, it's a good return. Is it a deal breaker if they... No, it's really not. So we're going to move on to the stuff that's more important in my eyes. I need my players to be able to have a professional challenge. Look, there's an art of being dirty, right? There's an art of knowing how to put a challenge in at times just to annoy somebody to the extent that I'm going to break your attack down. Anytime you do get past me, my friend, you're not going past me by a long time. So accepting a yellow card is fine. 3 for Ben, 8 for Reguilón. No red cards. It means they've got good discipline. And I like that. I think it's very important. Both players are ticking these boxes for me. If we look at the tackles, Sergio Reguilón is up by 0.2. 1.8 for Sergio Reguilón, 1.6 for Ben Chilwell. What does that tell me? It means they're both very similar in their tackling successes per game. Yes, you have to take into account the passing styles, but I think the way Sevilla play and the way that Leicester play is very similar. They're both possession-based teams and they like to be on the front foot. Then, if you look at the interceptions, basically identical again. These players are very similar, and I wonder why are we paying that disparity of multiply by 3? And it makes me question, is it worth the money to go get Ben Chilwell? I need you to tell me in the comment below. So far, do you want Chilwell or do you want Reguilón? You want players to be able to put blocks in, and both these players evidently don't put many in. 0.2 for both. And that's because maybe of the positioning, and they play for teams that are higher up the pitch. They keep a higher line, so I think there's less under pin down pressure where they have to put blocks in. So everything's very recovery instead of reactionary. More importantly, if you look at the clearances, Ben Chilwell is winning in that category with 2. I think this is a good sign for Ben Chilwell. You know, it means that he knows how to boot it out when you need it. He knows how to intercept and get rid. I think that's a good skill to have. With Reguilón as well, is a decent return. It's nothing poor. Nowadays, it's critical that you're a very good player in the final third as a fullback. Back in the day, usually the worst player would play right back or left back. I don't know why that always used to be the case. Almost out of sight, out of mind. Yeah. So, now we're going to look at the key passes in the final third and shots on goal. If we look at the key passes, 1.6 for Ben Chilwell, 1.3 for Sergio Reguilón. 0.6 shots on goal from Chilwell, and that banger, you know what I'm talking about this year, and 0.6 for Sergio Reguilón. What does this tell me? Tells me that they're both very comfortable in the final third. They like to have a pot shot, which I think is important. We've had Alonso, and we've got a lot of goals from that. But it's not critical. We need to get out of that mindset where you need your left back and right back scoring. I want him being able to defend. I think it is integral that your players are comfortable in possession, especially the way Frank wants us to play. He wants to be in possession of the ball. And the way we are, I think it's important that your first touch is on fleek, because you need to have it one touch release, one touch release. So, 1.6 for unforced touches for Chilwell, 1.9 for Chilwell, 1.6 for Sergio Reguilón. What does this tell me? I think that's a little bit high still. Per game, unforced touches like that, I think both of them can improve on that. I don't think it's asking for much to keep it basically at 1 a game. 2, you're pushing your luck, because soon, if I accept 2, brother, when you going to come back and ask for 4, huh? I need you lot to calm down with that. Dispossessed per game, 0.68 apiece. Once a game, they're both dispossessed. I don't know how I feel about that. I think we need to improve that. It's decent, but it could be better. Both players are in the 80% range for successful passes. Ben Chilwell attempts nearly 15 more passes per game though. 61 for Ben Chilwell, 47 for Sergio Reguilón. What does that tell me? It tells me that both of them are very comfortable technically. If you're going based on the stereotype, Spanish players are usually very comfortable on the ball. It's almost something that has been developed from a young age, where there's a lot more training with the ball, and there's more you have to be technically sound. And then you start adding the fact that he came out of Real Madrid. He needs to be comfortable on the ball from a young age there, because they're nurturing him to come through to their youth academy. There's not very untechnical players that come out of there. They're usually very sound on the ball. They're good 1-2 plays. They're usually not as physical. Ben Chilwell, on the other hand, he's decent on the ball. Nothing extraordinary, but he's very good in a tackle and he's very physical. So it's preference. I think we need to start questioning Chelsea if this deal comes through. 60 million for Ben Chilwell is ludicrous. As good of a player he is, 60 million is beyond preposterous, because for 60 million, as you can see, there's value in the market. Nicola Tagliafico, Alex Telles, Sergio Reguilón. If you go abroad, you'll find some talent worth half the price or maybe even the third, as it is with Sergio Reguilón at the moment. Based on the statistics, the players are they parallel to each other. There's nothing extraordinary about either one. Hit or miss. The only thing you can give Ben is he's climatized to the Premier League. And is that worth the additional 40 million premium that you're paying? I don't think so. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm worried. We need to be careful. We can't be throwing money left, right, and centre. Look, the business has been fantastic this summer. Hakim Ziyech, Timo Werner, potentially Kai Havertz. We need to be careful because we're running out of money. So if we can be smart and go for Sergio Reguilón for 18 million, that's potentially another 40 million in the bank ready for what? Maybe go get a Declan Rice. Maybe go get an Andre Onana. You go get an Andre Onana for in goal. And then what? You get 1 centre half, and all of a sudden this team is revitalized. This team is reformed. This team is ready to compete for third or second, because we're not going to win the league straight away. That's a big gap to jump. But we can lay the foundations, and I think it is integral that we do it from the outset. We need to be careful, and we need to plan ahead. None of these impulsive buys. Ben Chilwell would be impulsive. We need to plan. That's just my views though. What do I know? I'm just a fan. So you lot, do me a favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comments below. I want you to tell me, because I want to know how many of you made it there. How many of you made it this far? Do help a brother out. You came this far. You might as well do it. Sergio Reguilón or Chilwell? One word. Even name. Just one word. It won't even take you long. You could have done it by now. Literally. But no, keep it interactive. Let's do it. Peace out. I'm out. Bye.